2025 GWM Tank 300 Hybrid Review. It brings a unique hybrid powertrain at a lower price than other large 4x4s, but is the Tank 300 the best Chinese off-roader available? Interested in a GWM Tank 300? Get in touch with one of CarExpert's trusted dealers. Find a deal. Pros: top-notch styling, luxurious interior, beefy power plant. Cons: insufferable lane keep assist, touchscreen over-reliance, thirsty in daily use. Specs: 10.3L, 180 kilowatts, 242 grams. GWM is not one to sit idly by, and the Tank 300 is a prime example of how an upstart carmaker can create waves in an automotive niche if it really wants to. Take the off-road ready Jeep Wrangler. Combine it with the luxurious yet rugged Mercedes-Benz G-Class, add a dash of Suzuki Jimny, and you get something like this, the GWM Tank 300 Ultra Hybrid. It's striking in appearance and stands out on the road, and it's still the only model in its segment to offer a hybrid drivetrain. That gives it impressive power and torque figures. So it's no slouch in a straight line. Our tester is the most expensive Tank 300 variant you can buy at more than $60,000 drive away. But it undercuts a lot of its large off-road SUV competition without skimping on any infotainment or safety tech. GWM armed nearly 2,000 Australians with a Tank 300 in 2023. Despite the fact it only arrived halfway through last year, and so far this year to October it has sold more than 3,300 examples. That's much fewer than the Ford Everest, 21,281. Isuzu Mu-X, 15,584, and Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, 6,367, but almost as many as the Toyota Prado in runout, 3,525. 2024 GWM Tank 300 Hybrid on Off-Road Review. This SUV has 258 kilowatts, 345 horsepower. Chapter: Intro Watch. Paul's video review of the GWM Tank 300 Ultra Hybrid GWM is just one of many relatively new challenger brands making their way down under, and local buyers are increasingly willing to make the jump. Can the Tank 300 become the new vehicle of choice when it comes to more affordable, luxurious off-roading, or is it all too good to be true? How does the GWM Tank 300 compare? View a detailed breakdown of the GWM Tank 300 against similarly sized vehicles. How much does the GWM Tank 300 cost? The Tank 300 Ultra Hybrid is currently the most expensive variant in the range. However, GWM is offering $2,000 off the drive-away prices, listed below, for petrol variants, and $5,000 off the drive-away prices, listed below, for hybrid grades until December 31, 2024. Model: drive-away price: GWM Tank 300 Lux 4x4, $47,990. GWM Tank 300 Ultra 4x4, $51,990. GWM Tank 300 Lux Hybrid 4x $4 $55,990 GWM Tank 300 Ultra Hybrid 4x $4 $60,990 Want to see how the Tank 300 shapes up against its rivals? Put it side by side using our comparison tool. Want a deal on a new GWM Tank 300? Find me a deal. What is the GWM Tank 300 like on the inside? To the Tank 300's benefit, this is where the Mercedes-Benz influence really shines through. It definitely has some quirky features scattered around the cabin, but it's an unquestionably nice interior that can hang with, and in many cases outdo, what's offered in a lot of its competition. As the most expensive Tank 300 on the market, the Ultra is trimmed with silver highlights, has Nappa leather-clad seats and quilted leatherette door inserts, and sizable screens for both the infotainment display and instrument cluster. It's certainly a cohesive, tasteful design. Highlights include the circular spoke vents, which I'm sure I've seen in a Mercedes before, an analog clock on the center of the dash, and the futuristic-looking gear selector that almost seems like it doesn't belong. Quirks like these make the Tank 300 memorable, although there's more to this cabin than flashy trim bits. Our tester was fitted with an electrically adjustable driver's seat, front seats with heating and cooling, and memory presets for the driver's seat and mirrors. It even has a wireless charging pad, though my phone struggled to charge up and instead became very hot. Charging alternatives include a USB-C port and a 12-volt outlet, while there are also 3 USB-A ports, 1 in the front, 2 in the rear. There's a sizable storage box in the center console with a sliding coin tray, which moves to reveal 2 central cup holders. A weakness is storage capacity in the door cards and elsewhere in the front, but there is still a generous glove box. Behind the leather-wrapped steering wheel is a digital driver's display, which is super crisp but lacks a little in its layout from an off-roading perspective. There are a few menus to scroll through with a bunch of information, but a notable omission is any form of analog-style dials that'd certainly be useful on the trail. There is the option to display RPM, but it's only a small numerical counter supplementing an energy recovery gauge. Behind the wheel itself are the typical stocks, including an indicator stalk that's confusing to use at first because it doesn't click into place like in most cars.